Hi, this is a live chat with Dean Alese. Wednesdays at 2. I hope everyone's doing well. And feel free to say hi, give a shout out. We're moving through our excellent semester. We're in November. Next week is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Excited to see you all here. So as you come on, go ahead and say hi. Hoping everyone's getting registered, especially our continuing students. We're looking forward to getting you registered before you leave. So that'll be great. Hold on one sec. Okay, so let's get started. So we have a whole bunch of things to cover. The one thing I wanted to cover is something that was requested from our students. So shout out to our students for requesting it. We've created a brand new Dean of Student Affairs site, and I'm going to try to do this. Let's see. Do I have to? Let's see. It's not going to work, is it? So I encourage you all to go to the Dean of Student Affairs website. It's gatewayct.edu/student affairs. And if you see on the website, there's a lot of really good information there, including links to all the different offices in student affairs, our admissions office, CES, Counseling and Wellness Center, the Career Services Center, links on graduation, financial aid, our registrar's office, student accessibility services, student activities, information on student conduct, the Student Success Center, Veterans Affairs, and some other services outside of student affairs too. And it's just an easy way for you to be able to connect with our website and get the information that you need. And I really wish my computer was cooperating, but it's not. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. But yeah, so I encourage you to really look out, and I'm sure Amy's going to put it in the chat, gatewayct.edu/student affairs. Okay, so if you're a new student, feel free to say hi. Like I said, registration is underway, and we're looking for especially all of our continuing students, but also our new students to register early. Now is the time to get the ideal schedule for next year. So we're asking for you guys all to register and register early. Some dates to remember. Saturday, December 5th, we are having a registration event. Due to the pandemic, it is a virtual event, and you will be able to phone call into the college. So our phone lines will be open. We'll be calling continuing students, getting you to register, connecting you with our advisors, connecting you with financial aid if you have any questions. So it should be a good time. That's on Saturday, December 5th. So if you're a continuing student and haven't yet registered, December 5th, expect to be hearing from us so we can get you guys registered and ready to go for the spring semester. I encourage students that need advising appointments to reach out early. We do expect that our advising appointments will fill up for January. So the earlier you meet with your advisor and your faculty advisor, the better. To make those appointments, you can go to gw-studentsuccess@gatewayct.edu. Again, that's gw-studentsuccess@gatewayct.edu. As always, if you guys have questions, feel free to just throw them into the chat and I'll answer them live. And we'll keep moving. If you guys are close to graduating, you should have received an email. And so you want to check your Gateway emails to schedule an appointment with your graduation auditor and to fill out the graduation application. Okay, so those are our people that are nearing graduation. Congratulations. We're very excited. The deadline for the fall graduates is December 4th. So very important to remember, the deadline for fall graduates is December 4th. I want to talk to you about 3 things today. One is the registration, which I just went over. Number 2 is the importance of using your Gateway email. We are only able to communicate with you through your Gateway email. So when you send us emails from Gmail accounts, etc., we cannot communicate with you through those accounts. So I want you to get familiarized with your Gateway email. It's right on the MyComNet. You go and push the little envelope that's up in the right-hand corner, and that is how you get to your Gateway email. Because of FERPA regulations, that's the only way that we know that we're talking to you, the student. And FERPA is your protection that we don't share your information, okay? So that's the reason behind the Gateway email. So get yourself comfortable with the Gateway email. Number 3, the Teams app. If you're unfamiliar with Microsoft Teams, please familiarize yourself. Microsoft has an array of trainings to train you on Microsoft Teams. So I encourage you to go to that site and learn how to use Microsoft Teams. Once you're in Teams, you have the ability to chat with us and phone call us and video chat with us, which is amazing. So I really want you to get comfortable with Microsoft Teams. And yes, you can even chat with Dean Alese at any time on Microsoft Teams just by throwing me a question. Please note, I don't check it all the time, but I'm pretty quick to answer. So you're able to reach out to all of the different student affairs offices and all of the different personnel at the college. Okay, so that's our Microsoft Teams. The PACT program, if you are a continuing new student that's eligible for the PACT, your deadline is coming quickly. So the deadline, the priority deadline for PACT is 11/24. Please do not wait till the last minute because we are running out of advising appointments. So you need to be registered full-time for the PACT program in order to be considered for the spring. If you are a fall person that missed the deadlines for the fall, you still may be eligible for the spring PACT. Okay, so again, you want to register before the 24th, and I encourage you to do that sooner than later. Please do not wait till the 24th to get registered. It's never a good idea. Our mobile food pantry is going to be here this Friday, November 20th, from 10 to 11:30 or until all of the food is distributed. The pantry is located on George Street between the north and south buildings, the driveway that is right next to our early childhood learning playground. So I encourage all of the students that may need use of the mobile food pantry to come and do so this Friday, November 20th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Our Family Economic Security Program is recruiting students. So if you would like to have some one-on-one coaching, financial, academic, and career, cultural enrichment activities are provided, professional development workshops, on-campus family events when we're able to be on campus, early course registration, and availability to scholarships. I encourage you to reach out to our wellness office, GW-Wellness, at gatewayct.edu for more information. No questions as of yet, right? Just making sure. I miss them sometimes. All right. Like I said, it's about that time we're getting ready for finals, but our tutoring center is still open and still has appointments in the following subjects: developmental English, biology, chemistry, physics, accounting, anatomy and physiology, and micro and macroeconomics. There's also some drop-in tutoring for math, for developmental math, 079, 085, and 095. So again, right now we are allowing for in-person and virtual tutoring. So whatever you're more comfortable with is what we can provide for you. Again, when you're coming into the building, my mask is always behind me. When you're coming into the building, you need to make sure you have a picture ID. So you need to have your Gateway ID. That way you can swipe in and out of the building. When you're coming to the building, you need to have a purpose for being here, okay? So if you're coming in for an appointment, if you're coming in for a tutoring session or a testing session, or you're coming into class, okay? At no point should you be coming to Gateway just to come and hang out or to study, okay? At this point, we are limiting the amount of people in the building, and we have very strict guidelines, especially with the increase in COVID activity in the state. Okay, couple policies that we do have. One is a mask policy, so you must wear a mask, and I always demonstrate with mine. The mask must cover from your nose to your chin, and it must be fully covered at all times. Okay, so if the mask falls below your nose, we do expect for you to pick it back up. So the mask policy is strictly enforced here at Gateway, and again, it's for your safety. The second policy is that of being 6 foot social distance. So you'll see when you come to Gateway, there's lots of stickers that are on the floor to keep you in that 6 foot social distancing. The best thing you could do is just to stay far back from each other when you're on campus. And again, that's all in the name of safety. Okay. If you are coming to campus and don't have a Gateway ID, you can get a Gateway ID by going to gatewayct.edu/ID-cards. Right there, you just fill it out, you upload a photo, and then we let you know when your ID card is ready. So it's a really nice, easy process. And last but not least, we have a college financing student survey that we need you to fill out. So it's about financing, financial aid and how you financed your college. So I'm encouraging all students to fill it out. The last day to fill it out is this Friday. So we're doing a huge push to try to get this survey out. So now's your time to give us some feedback. When we use this feedback when we're creating policies, etc. So we really appreciate all the feedback from students that we possibly can. It is voluntary, but like I said, we'd love to have your voice heard when we're going through this. And I'm going to have Amy go ahead and put that in. That's way too much to read, but for the survey, she'll put that up in the chat. So if you want to link on the survey. As always, if you have, it's kind of a slow day today on Facebook Live, but that's okay. Some people catch me later, and that's great. So if you have any questions, etc., and I'm not live, I encourage you to reach out to the Dean of Students mailbox at gw-deanofstudents@gatewayct.edu. Again, it's gw-deanofstudents@gatewayct.edu. And you can ask me any questions that you want. And if it's a question that I think is really valid for everyone, I will definitely mention it in the chat next week. If I miss you next week, please have a happy, safe, and healthy holiday weekend next week. We encourage our students to practice social distancing, wear masks when appropriate, and to be as safe as possible. So we can keep our communities healthy. Thank you so much. This is Dean Alese signing off. And hey, Jean, how are you? Oh, see, we have some people joining. Good to see you, Jean. All right. So if you have any other questions, feel free to email me again, and I'll see you guys all next week. Thanks.